Today, I'm really pleased to share with you some behind the scenes insights from both our medal winners and senior leaders in industry. And CEEC celebrates not only the medal winners, but also the companies for supporting their medal winning work and their people to publish their outstanding work. So today, I'm really excited to be speaking with Dean Gehring, Executive Vice President of Newmont. Dean, excited to celebrate this important winning work with you, hear your thoughts. And first to you, you've been in the business for mining for about 30 years, worked across BHP and Freeport and Rio Tinto, and now with Newmont around 4 years. And I understand you come from a mining engineering background originally. You've worked across countries, continents, commodities, and small and large processing plants and sites. Really great to have your global and leadership perspective today. And thank you for your time and welcome.
Alison, thanks for having me. I'm enjoying this opportunity as well. Look forward to the discussion.
Great, thanks, Dean. Look, I'll start with the CEEC Medal. In 2020, an outstanding piece of work was published by a team from Newmont with Metso Outotec in partnership, and that tackled reducing energy and water and also lifting value at your sites. And it was a great piece of work, was awarded the CEEC Medal for operations. Excellent contribution. So the great thing is that teams from Newmont have won this prestigious global award, not just once, but twice, because in 2017, a team from Newmont won the medal for exceptional energy efficiency improvements across many operations. The award is highly competitive, 23 nominations around the world last year. So I think this is a fantastic achievement by Newmont and its people. And clearly these two medal wins demonstrate Newmont is willing to share best practice and new leading edge approaches. So why does Newmont believe that's important, and what does a win mean for Newmont?
Well, Alison, this is exciting. And first, I would like to congratulate the winners. And going back to what you said earlier, we have won this award twice, and we are quite proud of that. So if I look back to our 2017 winners, they focused on operational excellence, and they really focused on our current processing circuits. And this was really out of work that was published by Aidan Giblett and Steve Hart. And they were looking across 12 different mines that we had at the time. And to me, what was exciting about that is that they shared the site best practices. They were looking for ways to improve energy efficiency and primarily focusing on our crushing and grinding circuits. Now, the thing I also liked is they recognized the similarity between sites. Now, oftentimes we'll get excuses from plant operators that they say, well, our plant is different. We have to operate a certain way. We don't have these same opportunities others do. But this work took a different approach, and it really underscored what I consider to be Newmont's culture of collaboration. And now it's terrific to celebrate the 2020 medal. And this has been some great work done by Newmont's Peter Lind and Kevin Murray, but also their co-authors from Metso Outotec, which included Alan Boylston and Isaias Arce. Now, to me, this was really great work, and it really focused on the partnership that you can have with, in this case, Metso Outotec, to really focus in and do some valuable work for the industry. And if I talk about that just a bit, one of the things that was exciting is that they evaluated alternative comminution circuits. They considered reduction in not only energy, but also water consumption. So they looked at practical options. They considered business justifications, the prioritization of that type of work. So to me, it was quite an accomplishment. I really like to see them take it to another level of efficiency and how we consider that. Now, one of the things I often get asked about, because as my role as a chief technical officer, I get asked about what's our focus on innovation. And I actually think some of our best innovation is how we work, because we recognize there's been tremendous value in just simply identifying and replicating best practice. And what we see as being innovative is how we are actually organized to do this work. So while this is important to improve our business, I also see it as being an industry leader in this space. We actually have an obligation to set standards and to improve the entire gold industry. So we put a lot of effort into training our employees, our young engineers, our metallurgists. We work through a program known as Metcelerate. And as part of this, it provides a combination of theoretical knowledge, practical on-the-job training and mentoring. There's been numerous publications that are also reviewed as part of this work. And as I look at, what this means for Newmont, we're a 100-year-old company and we have over 70 patents, and most of these in the processing area. And for me, this medal win helps to show the importance and focus to our employees about the opportunities and technologies that we focus on in comminution, and its performance, and also how that can actually be focused on reducing our overall footprint.
Oh, that's fantastic. Look, not only rolling out best practice, but getting the systems behind it, and most of all, people supporting them, employees focus. I think that's so critical to change. Thank you. Well, this year's medal win shows Newmont is really aiming to design and plan lower footprint projects where it can, and it's done in partnership with a vendor. And I also see that Newmont is involved in other partnerships, such as your work with CEEC on the novel conjugate anvil hammer mill and other projects. What's your view on how important collaborations and partnerships are for miners and the industry as a whole to lead successful change like this with the people involved behind the scenes like that?
Alison, the way I look at it is the mining industry is very small. I mean, in particular, as you compare our industry to other global industries like auto manufacturing, construction, we're actually quite small, even though I think sometimes we think we're big because we're so global. And I think that most of the time, we and our vendors are just not willing to invest in step change technologies. There's always that risk reward equation that we're always trying to figure out. And I think that's why collaboration is critical to our industry. We need to share the risk, and we need to, share the reward on those projects that are really going to make meaningful change. And as we build on our operational experiences through relationships and research organizations, we'll continue to do internal research and development programs as well. But where it makes sense, we have to engage directly with vendors also. For me, I can look at one recent, fairly recent example that I think we really took something that we typically wouldn't do in the industry, and we can look at it. And I think it provided a pivotal initiative for us. And that goes back to our Nevada operations, specifically Lone Tree. And we installed some high pressure grinding rolls. And we actually did this as a demonstration plant because we wanted to see how it could work. And it really enabled us to demonstrate what the hard rock and wear lining systems would look like. And it really helped pave the way for adopting this technology into the gold industry specifically. So it's things like, it's important for us to identify problems and then look for solutions, because at Newmont specifically, we don't want to do technology for technology's sake. It's not about just chasing the bright, shiny objects. There needs to be a business case for what we're doing. So we'll engage with partners or vendors where it makes sense, but we also will use our Newmont Metallurgical Services Lab, and they'll do research and development as necessary. And if we need to expand that, we'll collaborate with other external resources as well.
Fantastic. So collaboration is key by the sounds of it, with vendors and others, and really fantastic to see you being so much, so open and paving the way for each other. And, it's really interesting. I think technologies are really helping there too. Now we have digital twins and modeling and simulation and amazing capacity with big data and AI to help us de-risk now and prove that business case, invest in that change. So exciting times ahead.